It is time for the second battle of the night. Alongside my colleagues Sam, Sarafina, and Hodovai, we welcome two contestants to battle 35 of 47. Contestant 1 is an auditor and consultant. Globally, he supports two teams, Barcelona and Arsenal. Locally, he supports two teams, Ifeanyi and Eyimba of Aba. He lives not in two locations but one, Alpha Beach Road, Lekki. He represents Etiosa local government. On Twitter, they call him at Franklin TC, TEECEE. They flip it on Instagram at TC Franklin. His friends call him that, TC, TEECEE. Please make welcome Tochukwu Maduekwe. That's his name. I don't know why I'm struggling with a name that I know so well. Is it Maduekwe? I think in some pronunciations it sounds like that. It's Maduekwe Franklin. Tochukwu, welcome. Save me.
Thank you so much.
What's the proper pronunciation of that name? Is it a typical Akpan? Is it Maduekwe or Maduekwe?
Oh, the first one, Maduekwe.
Maduekwe.
Yeah.
Delta is Maduekwe.
Okay, it's Maduekwe in Delta. So it's an Okpala kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just the best. That's just
Exactly.
Okay, let's leave it
perfect
like that.
explanation.
Okay, so excellent. How are you doing?
Femi, I'm good, I guess, and I'm good to be here. It's always nice being in this studio with you guys.
Take us through your sojourn so far.
So, to be very honest, right, it was a new experience for me. So I wasn't really expectant per se. I just came to enjoy myself, and I came to enjoy this moment because it's actually a good one, right? I listened to you guys on radio, and I was like having this feeling of how it would be like being with you guys. And so when I came the first time, I think I was I didn't get over that that situation, but it's always good to be here, and I'm happy to be here.
So your first battle, remind the audience how it went.
I'm waiting for that. I've been looking at him. I'm waiting for that picture. The lady will say, wait, hold on. It's gonna, and he will keep quiet. I've been looking at her. Say, okay.
So
Is it Titi Lokwe that day?
Titi Lokwe, yes, it was Titi.
Yeah.
So apparently it was the first time having a confrontation per se, sports debate with a lady. So I didn't know how to behave. I didn't know how to. I just wanted to kind of
Yes, it was from us.
So it was.
And you are used to arguing with your guys at viewing center.
So it was an entirely new experience, and I was thankful I got another opportunity, and I was glad I took it.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. His opponent, they call him Femi the Pundit. He's a technical support engineer. He supports Chelsea globally, none yet locally. He stays at Orile Gomu in Surulere. He represents Surulere LGA. He's at Femi the Pundit on Twitter, also on Instagram at Femi the Pundit. Please welcome Olufemi Taiwo. Femo, Oloruko, how are you?
I'm doing very great. Thank you so much once again. Well, at this moment, I would say I'm probably a cat with 9 lives because how I got here is still beyond my own understanding as well. But I've been saved a couple of times, and I hope I do enough to scale through this moment and get into the next stage. It will really, really be a moment that will gladden my heart.
Interesting. Adversity forges us sometimes. We'd see the result of, that forging by the adversity of, sometimes teams that score first in games. The first time a team scores against them first, they crumble. They are not used to being in that position. But teams that are used to coming back, they always know what to do. So you guys have both suffered defeats. Let's see what you do with the learning. There will be no second chances tonight. You win or you go home. It's as simple as that. You can join the broadcasts at any time via social media at Nigeria Info 99.3. That's the official Facebook page. We're streaming live on our Facebook page. And you can follow also on our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM, where we're also streaming live. And you can catch that live stream embedded on our official Twitter handle. That's Nigeria Info at Nigeria Info FM. Remember to vote. Remember to follow through. Drop a comment if you would. We'll take some if we could. But ultimately, remember to vote by clicking on either Tochukwu or Femi at the appropriate point. We're streaming via our mobile app, the Nigeria Info mobile app. You can take us wherever you go. Here's the topic for you two gentlemen tonight. Has VAR done more harm than good in football? Has VAR done more harm than good in football? We put this to a lottery. Tochukwu picked yes, it has. Femi picked no, it hasn't. They will both defend their positions. Remember, what they believe in real life and what they are defending may not tally. They are doing this for the purpose of this battle. Do not vote for either of these two individuals based on whether you agree or not with the position. Vote based on how impressed you were with their argument, with their delivery, with their performance, the totality of it all. Not just, I hate VAR, so I will vote for the guy who is against VAR. Is that clear? Good. And when they're done, we'll come to the phone lines, we'll come to the panel, and we'll also go to social media. The rules are the same for this knockout stages. We are going to say bye-bye to one of you tonight, Tochukwu or Femi. Who that will be will depend on your performance. There will be no special considerations. It is just you and your performance tonight. Whether your position is difficult or not, you pull whatever you need to pull to make it work for you. 1 minute of opening comments. Tochukwu, you are contestant number 1 for the night, and you will tell us why you think VAR has done more harm than good to football. Your 1 minute is set, and it starts to run right now.
All right, thank you so much, Femi. VAR. VAR was introduced in the game by FIFA in 2018 to help curb clear and obvious errors in football matches. And it's 4 years down the line. And it has always continued to generate controversies and divided opinions, which has further accentuated the notion that the VAR has failed to curb the reasons for which it was created in the first place. If VAR were to have been very efficient, I don't think we'll be here having this conversation. Our dear football is losing its essence and its flair, as we now have to wait for long periods of time for ridiculous VAR calls, such as the strands of hair of a player being offside, or the hair in the armpit, or the lace in the shoe, and all of that. These are ridiculous decisions. These are not clear and obvious errors that VAR was introduced to in the first place. So I would like to re-echo De Bruyne's statement after Gabriel Jesus' goal was chalked up. We don't know the rules of football anymore. VAR is ruining the game. Thank you.
So opening comments recorded. Thank you very much, Tochukwu. And now it's time for Femi's opening comments. I will reset the clock for 1 minute, and that's the time you have to introduce your position. Femi, if you're ready to go, your clock is set. You can shoot.
Thank you, Femi. Hawkeye in tennis, video replay in basketball, photo finish in athletics, TMO in rugby, goal line technology in football, and definitely VAR in football. These are technologies that have been introduced to sports at one time or the other to better the game, in order to make decisions better. As we all know that humans as we are limited in terms of what we can see and observe, especially when speed is involved. And the game of football is about speed. So if an incident is occurring on the pitch of play and the referee is not able to catch it, VAR is supposed to assist the referee in doing that. And fortunately, VAR has successfully done that. Compared to the number of times that VAR has failed, if we compare that to the number it has succeeded, obviously we'll see that VAR has come to better the performance of the game and make better decisions compared to what VAR is thought to have been, because of the kind of people that are thinking of it.
Thank you very much, Femi. So, opening arguments duly noted. It is time now to go head to head as both of you tackle this matter head on. I am setting the clock for 5 minutes. Tochukwu, Femi, VAR, has it done more harm than good in football? You guys, for 5 minutes, state your position. Remember, let's hear you. Let's go.
I would like to start by asking you a very, very simple question. How would you feel if you are on the losing side of a particular game and you scored a goal and the referee is trying to make a decision, and in the end they cancel that particular goal, that it is not a goal, when they've not really checked VAR?
So why was VAR introduced into the game in the first place, right? VAR was introduced into the game in the first place to curb clear and obvious errors.
Which I just asked you a question.
I accept that there are clear and obvious errors in football, right? But when VAR has to start making very intangible and ridiculous decisions.
Intangible decisions.
Now start
those intangible decisions are
offside in micro
offside is very, very important
and
in
where
football.
You now have to start drawing thick lines, thin lines. These are ridiculous decisions, right?
If you consider a goal offside position, you won't enjoy it.
Fast-paced sport, and when you have to start pausing a football game to start drawing line, start drawing thick line,
the right decision to be made
for very minute and insignificant decision, then you're robbing us
such
the
an insignificant decision would have made Tottenham.
Robbing us the free flow of the game.
Tottenham would not have gotten into the final against Manchester United. If you consider that
VAR, what's VAR?
Video assistance referee. Yes,
comparing VAR to goal line technology to Hawkeye. These are automated technology. These are tech.
What is
technology? VAR is just
not a technology.
A pool of
are you saying watching a replay,
watching a replay on the
that
TV,
is a
on
technology. You can't tell me that is not a technology.
It is subject to bias. It is subject to
everything.
Humans are the ones interpreting this.
Definitely
law,
humans.
Right? They are still subject to the same bias.
Second chances are very necessary.
To different
second chances are very necessary for humans to be able to
brought into the game, right?
For them to have second chance.
For a particular game,
they see a second chance and be able to see what
will call an offside. For the next game, same situation, it will be a goal. Handball situations too. We now have to start looking at where is legitimate in handball and where
it is not the concern of VAR to determine the position of the hand.
My issue with VAR is the consistency. Let it be consistent. How consistent has VAR been?
Nothing is consistent in the world so long as human being is involved.
So you want to improve a system, it's like you're trying to solve a problem and you're creating multiple problems.
It has improved over and over again. Before VAR was introduced,
okay,
there was an 82% correct decisions made in the Premier League prior to when VAR came. When VAR came, it improved immediately. That within just a 1 year period, it improved to 94%. You can't tell me that it's a chunk to 12%. Which it has improved.
But it is still generating controversies.
Football is controversial.
So you're not solving
the problem. In 1966, there was controversy in football. In 1996, there's controversy. In 2006,
and VAR was introduced in 2018. Has the controversy still?
It will continue because it is football. Football is controversial.
VAR is not doing its essential role.
It is actually because it has a problem from 82% to 94%.
You're killing the game.
You are not.
The fans. There was a survey that was done by Football and Supporters Association where about 33,000 fans were surveyed, and only 26% of the fans said they support VAR. 74%
4% were against VAR.
That is human. That is human. And a lot of times,
football players have come out to criticize VAR.
A lot of times,
coaches have come out to criticize
because it didn't favor most of them. If corruption is favoring people, they wouldn't talk.
Because fans are not enjoying the game.
Because it is not favoring them. Who said they are not enjoying the game? Tottenham will not tell you that. If Tottenham are not qualified to go again to the final of Champions League, they will not tell you that.
You would have a second thought, right? Players can no longer enjoy their goal celebration. Goal celebration is very important. Is a critical part of a football
and I will tell you that little more of doubt, that little moment
has lost the momentum, and the VAR
that little moment
getting the decisions wrong in the end.
Tension, which makes the goal celebration a lot better.
In 2019, the English FA came out. The fifth English FA came out and apologized, where 3 incorrect decisions were made in a match week.
Out of how much
did we play? There were lots of inconsistencies.
Out of how many? Give us the numbers. I've given you numbers. I've said in the Premier League it was 82%. It became 94%.
And you're making several wrong calls.
It is the wrong calls are so insignificant. They are very little.
How are they insignificant?
They are very compared.
Give me the statistics of the wrong calls that was made and the right calls that was made after.
I will do that when we come to our individual battle, our individual calls.
Interesting debate. And yes, there will be time for both men, Tochukwu and Olufemi Taiwo, to finish up their arguments and give whatever stats and facts that they have got lined up as we approach the 9 o'clock hour. I'll give both men 2 minutes each to close their arguments. First, we'll go on a break. We're streaming live on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3, on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM. Our YouTube live stream is there. Hodovai, Serafina, and Sam and I will be back right after this short time out. We're back. And just before we went on the break, we had Tochukwu and Olufemi go head to head. VAR, has it done more harm than good to football? You heard the arguments. Tochukwu starting first in the opening argument, saying yes, it has done serious harm to the game. Femi countered in his rebuttal, saying no, it hasn't. And then in the head-to-head, tit for tat, fists flying. We'll give them 2 minutes each to close their arguments without interruption. And just so you can make up your mind as to who of these two warrants a place in the quarterfinal of Fan Battle 3. Will it be Tochukwu? Will it be Femi? Either way, one of them has got to go tonight. We'll find out pretty soon. Whoever wins this contest has Lima to face in the quarterfinal. So let's find out as you listen attentively to their closing arguments. To vote for them, go to Facebook, the official Nigeria Info page, Nigeria Info 99.3. You can watch the live stream and vote on the live stream itself. You'll see their names, Tochukwu and Femi, just beneath the topic in question. Also on Twitter, go to Twitter at Nigeria Info FM. You'll see the poll bearing both names, Tochukwu and Femi. Vote for either one of them by clicking on their name. You'd also see embedded a tweet. That's the link to our YouTube live stream of Fan Battle. So if you are not on Facebook and you cannot watch the live stream, if you are on Twitter, you can click on that link and view the live stream on YouTube. Easy peasy. We're also live streaming on the Nigeria Info mobile app. You can catch us there and make sure you don't miss a thing. When the closing arguments are done, we will come to the phone lines. A maximum of 9 individuals had determined the fate of Lima and her opponent Olufemi earlier. Will we have a full 9 Or will one person take the first 5 votes and clear out the 20% via phone calls? Time will tell. Tochukwu, Femi, if you guys are ready for us, I will set the clock to 2 minutes for each of you for your closing argument. Tochukwu, as contestant 1, are you good to go?
Yes, I am, Femi.
The clock is set, and now it begins to tick.
All right, thank you so much. Femi, you made mention of comparison between VAR and goal line technology and eagle eye or hawk eye, as the case may be. But these are different scenarios. Goal line technology is automated, right? And if the ball crosses the line, it crosses the line. If it doesn't fully cross the line, it doesn't fully cross the line. You see it. There is no debate. There is no argument. But VAR is still subject to human interpretation. These referees would interpret it, and there has been ambiguity in their interpretations. There has been controversial decisions in the interpretations of these decisions. That is where you would see a match, a referee would give a red card for an offense, and another match, a referee would not give, the VAR would not give a red card for same offense. Let me make reference to Sadio Mane in 2021-2022 season. He had a failed elbow on Aspilicueta, and the VAR, after VAR review, he was only given a yellow card. And Anthony Martial did something similar a season earlier and got a straight red card against Tottenham. So these and many more are examples of how there's been so much inconsistency in these decisions. So why do we now, in trying to solve a problem, you're creating multiple problems because the controversy has increased. It's not like they're making the right decisions because they've always negated themselves. One major issue with VAR is the fact that the fans and the players are left in the dark as to the decisions. Let me make reference to rugby. Rugby has an equivalent of something similar to VAR, right? But when they're making those decisions, the fans listen. It's audible. The fans hear, the players hear, and they're carried along in the decision making. But these guys, they will be left in the dark 4 minutes, 3 minutes. They don't even know what decision is to be made. And then a ridiculous decision will now be made after. Fans have argued against VAR. Players have argued against VAR. Even coaches have argued against VAR. So what case do you want to make? This VAR has robbed football of the flair and the fun. And it has to be reviewed or it has to go. Thanks.
Thank you very much. And your argument is closed. The job is done on your end. It's out of your hands now, in hopes that you've done enough to convince the panel in studio, at home, on social media. And now, Femi, you have 2 minutes to close your argument much the same. I've set the clock and I would let it tick.
There is a saying in Yoruba, and I'll say it in English. However you place yourself in a photograph, that is how you see yourself. VAR, as the technology is always accurate. You are making a mistake between the interpretation of the VAR and the VAR itself. So long as there is a referee, there is a human involved, it is not the VAR that makes the final decision. The VAR only gives opportunity for whoever is going to make the decision to make the correct decision, like giving the person a second chance to look at an opportunity, to look at a foul, to look at anything again. So point of correction, it is not the VAR that is making the decision, it is the referee that is making the decision. So I'll come to this. There are so many controversies, a whole lot of them that VAR would have helped to resolve. France played Ireland in World Cup qualifier playoffs. Thierry Henry obviously dragged the ball from a ball that was going over, that was going to the goal kick, back into play, passed the ball to Gallas, and France qualified based on that action alone. If there was VAR in that game, France would not have qualified. Republic of Ireland would have qualified. In 1966, England played against Germany, and there was controversy in that game of a ball that did not score or that was scored. If VAR was available, we will see it clearly. So many other games, I could go on and on. South Africa 2010, England versus Germany, Nigeria versus Cameroon has been a recurring incident. Nigeria has lost trophies based on actions of referees against Nigeria because there was no video replay for referees to see. If there was video replays for referees to see, definitely referees would know that this is an error. They will make amends, and probably Nigeria will probably be topping the list of countries that have most won the African Nations Cup at this moment. But unfortunately, VAR was not available during those periods.
Thank you very much. And so the debate is finally over. The men have done their best, and it's time to decide whose best was better. Tochukwu and Femi. Please go online to vote. Nigeria Info 99.3, that's the official Nigeria Info Facebook page. The live stream is there. You will see their names written. Click on either name to vote for either of these individuals. Tochukwu argued first, Femi argued last. Also on Twitter, at Nigeria Info FM, vote for either Tochukwu or Femi, depending on how you rated the argument. Yes, the topic was, has VAR done more harm than good? Tochukwu said yes, Femi said no. But it's not about the position. It's about the performance. Who impressed you? The totality of the argument. Who would you see again in the next round of battle? Before we come to the panel, and of course to social media, we'll go to our audience, our home audience. A maximum of 9 of these individuals will determine who gets the 20% available to those listening to us via radio at home and who get to call. The numbers are 0700 993 993 993. Our female only line is 01465 7190. That's 01465 7190. Let's see how you guys determine this outcome between Tochukwu and Femi on the night. Hodova is helping me. Let's see who our first voters will be. Hello.
Hello, good evening, Femi and gang.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm giving my vote to Tochukwu.
Okay. We didn't get to meet you though.
My name is Sharon.
Oh, Sharon, how are you doing? Okay.
I'm fine.
So Tochukwu takes your vote, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for voting. Tochukwu leads by 1. Let's see who the next voter goes for. Hi there.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, please. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm Mr. Kojoto, calling from Badagry.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
You heard
Femi
both.
impressed me. Femi impressed me more. Femi.
Okay.
So by mentioning Nigeria, I could remember that one vividly. Now, 88.
Thank
was called against Cameroon. That goal was cancelled. Here in Lagos too, something happened against Cameroon too. The goal was cancelled. They were VAR. I think Nigeria would have won. I give it to Femi. In closing argument, give it to him.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So it's 1-1 between both men. Let's see who else we got. Yikes. Okay. Hi there.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening to you. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm speaking with Deborah.
Welcome, Deborah.
Yeah, so I'm voting for Tochukwu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tochukwu won it for you.
What?
I said Tochukwu won it. Tochukwu won it
Yes.
for you.
Yes, he did.
Okay, thank you for your vote, Deborah. So Tochukwu
Welcome.
leads 2 votes to 1. 3 votes already taken. We're going all the way to 9 if possible. Our 4th voter. Hello, how are you doing?
Femi.
Yeah, good evening to you.
My name is Johnson. I'm calling from FCC Abuja.
Oh, excellent. So,
On the night, Femi won it for me.
Femi for you.
There was a closing argument. His closing argument did it for me, so my vote goes to Femi.
Okay, thank you very much. So Femi takes it 2-2 between Tochukwu and Femi as we approach the halfway mark. Hi there, good evening and welcome.
Good evening.
Yes, please.
Yeah. My vote goes to Femi.
Do you want to share your name?
Mr. Michael.
Oh, Mr. Michael.
The reason behind it is this, because it gave me actually good points. And remember, during the time of Argentina too, when Maradona used the hand of, called the hand of God to score a goal. If there was a VAR, I don't think that goal would have been out.
All right.
So
thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So Femi takes your vote. Femi goes into the lead, 3-2 advantage.
Hello?
Hi there.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. Mirabel calling from Ikosi.
Welcome, Mirabel. So
I'll go to 100%. You did very well. No, Femi was that's the advantage because of the top. Where I got more good than her, but it's not really giving points. The introduction was very quiet. So she was just like going over him. But this his outro was good. The point the only point I know he made was the referee that makes the final decision, not the player. That was the key point. I was getting to take the next leg and the introduction was not a big point. So I'll go for the two baby. More points after the thank you.
Okay, Mirabel, thank you very much. Your line was a bit, I don't know, but I think we were able to make you out, and Tochukwu took your vote. Excellent. 3-3 between these two fine gentlemen.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, you are voter number 7. Let's meet you, and how do you vote?
My name is Tochukwu, calling from Ikoyi. I'll vote for Tochukwu. He impressed me.
Okay. Tochukwu impressed you?
Yes.
Thank you very much. So, 4 votes to 2, Tochukwu advantage. The next vote could be consequential. Hi there. Okay. That vote won't count. Let's try one.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Gang. Yes, please. How are you doing?
I'm good. And how are you doing?
Well, we're great. Thank you.
Yeah, my vote goes to Femi. This is Peter calling from Aja.
Okay.
Examples kill it for me, you know. I like the last caller said that supported Femi. As I was speaking, I remember the hand Ronaldo Maradona using his hand to score. If there was VAR, that would have counted. Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Peter. And again, we are tied at 4 votes each. The 9th and final vote will swing it one way or the other. Would it be Tochukwu? Would it be Femi? Who decides? Hi there.
Hello, good evening, Oga Femi.
Aha, good evening, Friday.
Yeah, this Friday from Igwelere.
You get to decide.
Yeah, yes, Oga Femi, I will vote for the other guy. I will vote for Femi. The reason is this. In his closing remarks, he gave more points. I was expecting Tochukwu to mention that delay, especially that match that after blowing the final whistle, they have to call Man United back. Because me, I believe that VAR has do more harm to the game, but he did not do justice to it. But Femi's closing remarks, he mentioned something about England, Nigeria, and all those things. So for me, that one wins for me. So I'm voting for Femi.
Friday, I always appreciate, the rationale behind your voting, and I always respect it. Once again, you've been imperious. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And that vote is recorded Femi's way, and it means Femi takes all 20 points available via the phone votes. 20 points gone, 80 to fight for. 60 of those in the panel with me here. Hodovai, Sam, and Sarafina. We'll go to those 60 votes now. Meanwhile, you can still vote on social media. There are 11 minutes left on Twitter. If you haven't voted, go and vote now. Has VAR done more harm than good in football? Who has impressed you more? Is it Tochukwu or is it Femi? 10, 11 more minutes. Go there and vote at Nigeria Info FM. That vote is pinned at the top of our handle. You can't miss it. Just go there. Go to at Nigeria Info FM and vote now for either Tochukwu or Femi. You have 10 minutes left. Also on Facebook, our official Facebook page. That's Nigeria Info 99.3. You can't miss it. Go there and vote for either Tochukwu or Femi. And now we come to the panel. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 5 minutes until the next break. What say you guys? Who wants to go first this time? Sarafina had gone first before. Hadovai. Sam.
Okay.
You guys want me to go first?
All right. Off of where we're coming from, this was a lot more friendly, but still very, very good, I must say. And again, I like the fact that we could hear the both of you clearly to pick out your points to the argument. VAR more harm than good. I thought Tochukwu saying VAR focusing or trying to pin the notion that VAR has created more controversy was good, but Femi's response made me think, when he said, the other equivalent technologies in it, the Hawkeye, other stuff, also for that purpose that VAR was created. But then again, Tochukwu said it's those other technologies are automated. You could see it's a simple draw of the line here or there, yes or no, top or down. Unlike VAR, which still needs a little more interpretation, which now makes it even prone to human error, was also something to take home. But then controversies. Femi saying controversies are part of the game. VAR was not meant to take out controversies, but drastically reduce the controversies in sport. And the examples only just sells, the idea that yes, this is actually a point to take home. So good arguments from the two of you. And then again, Femi said something about the 12% increase. The stats to back that particular notion up. We've seen that. I think it's all over the place. Well been documented by the Premier League that there's been a vast increase from what it used to be with the right decisions to what it is now. I thought the intro from Femi was not exactly strong enough. Neither would I say same for Tochukwu. It didn't really tilt me to any angle, but in between the head-to-head, there was a lot to take home. But if I was going to make a decision, I think there's not getting away from that outro now by Femi, where you gave again and again repeated examples as to how VAR has helped. And this is because Tochukwu never really did enough for me. I guess my colleagues would disagree, to convince me that his stand was something I should go with. The points were good, but Femi lacing all of those examples really just took me towards his direction. And I would say, not because, how do I put this? I'll just give my decision to Femi, not because I'm totally swayed, but I thought the outro just really pushed me towards him in the end.
So, Femi gets Sam's vote, doubling his advantage, 40 percentage points of a possible 100. He only needs the votes of one other member of this panel to win this battle. There are 40 more points left here in the hands of Sarafina and Hodovai. We have just under 2 minutes. Who wants to go now?
Okay, I'll go. And since we have barely 2 minutes, I'll vote for Tochukwu. Like I said, like Sam has said, both intros were not so good, but the head-to-head, Tochukwu dominated for long spells, and he gave us reasons. Talked about how it has been subject to interpretation, talked about how solving the problem has created more problems, how players do not really know, okay, you score a goal, you're not sure how this, it's a fine margin. You look, he didn't give enough examples. That's one thing, that's an issue I had, but he gave a few examples, could have given more, but then there were a lot more points to back up his claim. He talked about how players are complaining, gave us some quotes for some players complaining, talked about how, he also talked about some other things, subject to interpretation, like I said, talked about the problems caused by this VAR, talked about a few of them. For Femi, one part that was not too correct was the fact where he talked about VAR. The VAR is the video assistant referee. It's the referee that has access to video footage. So referees are in a room and they have access to this footage, independent access, so they review it for the referee. that is what VR is all about. It's not the video itself, it's the assistant referee reviewing that. So that was not a correct information. But overall, Femi's intro was very, very good. 15 seconds. It was good, but on the balance of the head-to-head, Tochukwu dominated him more and drove his points home more in that basis. And on that is where I give him. Femi did really well closing, but overall, I'll give it to Tochukwu.
Excellent. Which means it's Femi 40, Tochukwu 20. When we come back from off this break, we're going to take Sarafina will swing this one way or the other. And then there is social media right up. We'll be back.
I'm not used to this one.
So you see what the Togolese girls have been doing. You can join them.
I can. She was literally crying like, I will tell my mommy for you.
That one got a penalty. Okay, keeper went and clattered into her. She started to cry. Give her the penalty. She's crying. They've scored the penalty. You are still sitting out there crying. Go and get her, go and play. And then her other cousin, I don't know what even happened. We didn't even see what happened.
She's just crying, just like
okay.
Well, it's great though.
Yeah,
we love them.
So just before we went on the break, and this is decision time. The battle is over. So this is our mood music, because whether we like it or not, somebody's going home tonight. Okay. And it's 40-20 as I recount. Yeah. Femi had taken the calls and had taken Sam's vote. Tochukwu had taken Hodovai's vote, 40-20. Sarafina.
Yeah. Quickly now, Tochukwu, I felt like you could have done better in terms of giving us instances. Now, for instance, look at the African Women's Cup of Nations that is currently ongoing. The opener, the referee went to the VAR after the free kick had been taken, came back, pointed to the spot. The next thing she said, they should retake the free kick, and that was how Morocco scored the goal in that particular game. And also, that it is down to human interpretation, that it is not the VAR does not tell the referees how to adjudge, make those decisions. They just show them what they need to, what they saw, and allow them make the decisions. I expected Femi to have pointed that out, that you see, this is the VAR did not tell the referee to go and at the outcome. We saw a clean goal that was chalked off after the referee went to the pitch side monitor. So there were instances you could have used to push your point further, and I think that you did not really do that well. In terms of the closing argument, I give it to Femi. It was a really calm battle, not like the first one that they wanted to chase everybody out of the studio. It was more like a big man kind of conversation. We are arguing, but we are big men. We are doing it the calm way. Doing it the calm way. But I think Tochukwu won me over during the head-to-head when he pointed out something that Femi mentioned, technology in terms of the Okai in tennis, and he said that that when you talk about the VAR, are people subject to people's decision, what they see, biases will also come into play, and also pointed out some other things during the head-to-head. I think that was where he won me over, but Femi did brilliantly well with the outro.
Excellent. So, for clarity's sakes, who has your vote?
Tochukwu.
Tochukwu?
Yeah.
Has your vote. So, Tochukwu takes Hodovai and Sarafina's votes. And that equals the scores at 40-40. So social media, hopefully, will decide this battle. So off to social media we go at 40-40. Again, for a quick breakdown, Femi took the caller's votes. Femi took Sam's vote for 40 points. Tochukwu took Hodovai's vote and Sarafina's vote, 40-40. Hodovai, what does Twitter say? The vote is final on Twitter.
Yeah, Femi, it's final on Twitter, and okay, it's tied. So for Twitter, Tochukwu had 57.9%, Femi had 42.1%. So Tochukwu gets the votes on Twitter and on Facebook.
Tochukwu leads by 50 to 40. If he takes Facebook, he goes to the next round.
So let me just refresh one more time. Alex, oh God. So Facebook isn't.
Alex is not ready.
See what I have to do. I don't know it.
Director that come here and be bending my neck.
So wow.
Is he up there?
Yes, and it's very tight for me.
Is that the final?
Yes.
Is that the final vote?
Yes, it's very tight. And
okay,
you've seen it. You've not seen it.
No, just tell me.
So for Facebook, Tochukwu has 51% and Femi has 49%. That's how close it was to going either way. Even on Twitter, like you said, 57-42 is a large margin, but Facebook was really, really, really tight. And we had to wait till the end. I'm sure that was why Alex waited till the very end to end this, because I'm sure it was going either way at different times. So
51% to 49%. That within the margin of error is a 50-50 vote, but just enough to tip it over one way or the other. And that effectively means that Tochukwu, by a 60-40 split, has won this contest. Congratulations are in order for you, Tochukwu. And you deserve a warm round of applause. Congratulations. How do you feel?
To be honest, coming here was a big challenge for me because I was a little bit under the weather and I was swamped with a lot of things to do at work, and I'm so happy, to be honest. I didn't put in enough preparations as I probably would have. I didn't probably do enough research to get as much points, but I duly noted the points raised by the panelists in-house, and I'm definitely going to put in the effort going forward. It was a nice battle with Femi. It was a calm battle. I think I would rather have a calm battle than...
Don't worry. You're facing Lima next.
When you see Lima, we'll know whether you will do calm battle or hot battle.
So the thing is, right, I'm probably not cut out for... maybe personally, yelling and
it's not yelling. As a matter of fact, Lima hasn't yelled at all. It's again, it's perspective.
That's my major fear most times, because I don't have a loud voice, and it could be a limitation for me sometimes where my voice will be drained by that of the opponent. I guess that was the reservation in quotes that the previous panelists made mention of in my previous battle. So I was kind of skeptical about I watched his previous battles and he has been good, so I was skeptical about that initially, but then I'm so thankful for the win, and I hope to improve definitely going forward, as I've always been throughout the course of this contest.
I'm happy for you. You proceed. I must confess, this was at the end of this battle. I could not usually. I can tell in my head where the battle will end by my own personal assessment. And to be honest with you, most of the times I've sat here, the decision has gone the way I thought it would. I've had one or two surprises that the decisions didn't go exactly the way I thought. Tonight I was blank. I couldn't put my finger to where this battle will go. And at 40-40, I was hoping social media would not even push me to have to make a call.
I wanted it.
So, of course, I would have eventually. It wouldn't have been an easy decision. But I think my colleagues have said the things that needed to be said. I think you started off slightly better. The head-to-head could be this way and that way, and I think Femi took the closing argument. I don't think that one is in doubt. I think Femi on the closing argument alone, I will go to Femi straight, directly. And I think there was just enough there for either of you. So the fact that we had to go to social media to decide, but most times social media has decided the same way. On a few occasions, we've seen them go off each other, but that's the serious minority in terms of cases. So social media has decided to, by the slimmest of margins, even 58-42 is still a slim margin. That's below 60-40. So it's still a slim margin. But Facebook did it 51-49. And to be honest, you still would have won it if Facebook had been 50-50.
Yeah.
Because then Twitter will then decide it. But if I'd flipped the other way, just the other way, then I would have to make a difficult call. So congratulations for the hard work you've put in. You now know what to expect. Lima in the second. You see, what I've noticed about the fan battle is that the contestants tend to adapt to what the opposition brings. Some opponents are more feisty, others are more naturally calm, and it depends on what you do. It's the work. Today we saw a battle in the earlier battle between two people who were very, very prepared, and the preparation showed, and in the end it was 100% to Lima, which does not tell the full story. I was having a conversation with my colleagues. It doesn't tell the full story when you hear 100%, but each of those 100% were slim decisions. Hodova decided in Lima's favor, but by slim decision. Sam the same, Sarafina the same, because we both each of them thoroughly enjoyed the battle. The callers went all the way. It was the 9th caller that decided it. Social media too was within the margins. So having said that, I would say congratulations to you. I will see you in the quarterfinal when you take on Lima. Okay? Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. I mean, I like the way you trace your journey at the start of this battle today. Let's see. I would like to see you go all the way. And congratulations for the hard work. You are naturally soft-spoken. But this battle has also had Amarachi, with the most soothing of voices and calm demeanor, and sometimes as the challenge comes, you take it and you grow, you learn, you adapt. So I look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you so much, Femi.
Excellent.
To be here soon.
Yes. And now to my namesake, Femo.
Yeah, it's been an interesting journey.
Honestly, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Because if your battle was to end, I didn't think it would be this night, on the strength of what you brought tonight, and on the strength of how do I say it? On the strength of your closing argument. I don't know what to say. What do you have to say?
Sometimes battles have ways of engulfing some of the things you're supposed to bring into the battle, and time. You may not really be conscious of time during the head-to-head, and the closing while you're trying to bring out your strongest points, and you may not really be able to hit because you need to expatiate some of them, which time may really not allow you to do that. But I know that I improved from the previous battles that I had, because
no doubt,
I personally would give that to myself, because I know this is I know it's a make or mar. So win, lose, or you snooze, as they often say, and I am really grateful because this gave me the opportunity to get to this level and be able to know that yes, if given the opportunity, I would be able to definitely do this. I've been able to know over time how to prep for games, for events, and for stuffs like this. So it's not the end of the road per se, though end of the road on fan battle, but not the end of the road in the sports industry. So I really look out for more opportunities and taking advantage of anything that comes my way afterwards. So it's really been a great opportunity for me, and I really thank the team, because opportunities like these are very rare, and having that opportunity, even getting to this stage of fan battle, I really, really appreciate it. I said it at the beginning that probably I'm a cat with 9 lives, and being able to survive till this moment is really a thing that I would give kudos to the judges for being able to pinpoint those little opportunities that they would give, and they really gave it to me, and I'm able to get to this position, and I'm really, really grateful.
You know, it's not just a name that you and I share in common. I've had the privilege of, see you at Fan Battle 2 here, and I remember those battles, and I remember also the quality you bring. I see you in the various fan groups, and I know your quality, and I know that maybe the battle may not even be your strongest quality, but those qualities are not in doubt. So it's been an honor hosting you again at Fan Battle 3. You didn't go all the way, but I know that for somebody like you, it wasn't just a function of wanting to go all the way. It's to build on what you've been doing before, and that I'm really proud of, and I know that you will continue to build, and those opportunities will continue to abound for us. All those conversations that we've had, and we'll build on all of that. Sam, Hodovai, Sarafina, we've done our work, because we're going to sign off now. How are you guys feeling? I know.
It's part of the job.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let's chill over.
Poker face.
Some people say game face.
It was exciting.
How will you not say it's exciting? Why you say you want to chase people?
He tries as much as possible to be as evil. Please, let's chase them away. He wants to rest, because Combat 3 has almost killed him. He just wants to get rid of him.
Odova has really been something else this season.
Yeah, but the thing is, it has been interesting. I mean, the two battles were good. I mean, we know we're going forward to like next stages and all of that, but sometimes you feel, let me just see what these people have. And today, both of them, I expected a lot more from the first battle, because I'd seen but then this one was equally very good, I must say, and we could see the results. It was tight, especially with the call votes. Callers are calling in, and you're seeing 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3. So it has gotten better, and we just hope that going forward, like you said, I want to rest, but don't
worry, after Fan Battle, I'll go and give you a special treat.
I trust you.
You're not resting.
Sam,
it's been great, Femi. The thing about this, coming in here every night, is you come in with expectations, you're happy or you're excited, and then at the end of the day, you're like, could we have done this? Could we have done that? But I mean, credit to the guys who come in here every day to battle it out. I mean, I look at you. I look at you guys. I'm like, I can't do this.
You can't.
I really, I really can't do this. But again, it's been nice.
You wouldn't even pass through the
the
screening.
I couldn't do it to save my life. Really, I couldn't do it.
Otherwise, we don't fling his video away.
That's a legend now.
I remember once I think I had to audition Sam, and I think we asked him a question. Is there another side to you? Is there a side of you that is, because the guy was just smiling and other than speaking English.
Yeah.
Do you have an angry side? We'll probably call his girlfriend or his fiancée or his wife to find that out.
It's great, Femi. Yeah. I've had fun tonight. I'm back here tomorrow anyway.
Yeah. And this is the halfway point of the round of 16. We've seen 8 people in 2 days, and we've said bye-bye to 4. Just think about that.
Yes.
Bye-bye to Molat.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye to... Who was the next person?
Yesterday. Yes. Molat and Kelechi.
Yeah, Kelechi.
Yes,
Kelechi. Yeah.
That one is still paining you. Right?
Somebody that gave us something to laugh. He said, "My United States social media influencer."
Salon door.
And to say bye-bye to the indefatigable Tochukwu today. After,
you remember how we got in? Remember how?
Yes, most certainly. Certainly. And today he was awesome and imperious. You can't put in so much work and still not go through. It's just amazing. And that's credit. That's not to take anything away from Tochukwu, but it is to give everything to Lima. If she had slacked one beat, Tochukwu would have mopped the floor with her hair. But she came in to the fight. She was well prepared. That was a battle and a half. And tonight, this was actually Femi's best battle that I have heard. I didn't hear the playoff. But of the 2 previous battles, I think even the one he won, his first battle that he won, I think this night was better than that night, the challenge. But I'm not surprised considering Tochukwu, who had also held his own. And again, I reiterate, this could have gone either way. I still do not know how I would have voted if I had to choose between the 2 of you. I would just close my eyes and do what is that in the college? And I can't say, but it's all well and good. From the rest of us here, we will say good night. For Femi or Taiwo, we will say goodbye, but only for now. I love you, man, and I'll see you again.